Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Budget Galakrond Shaman. Like, how is that even possible? Shaman is the worst class in the game at the moment, and playing Shaman on a budget seems kind of like an impossible task. Sure, there is Murloc Shaman. Murloc Shaman is the same that it has been for a long time, it hasn't changed, and it's a fine deck to play on lower ranks, but its performance drops off quite sharply when you hit a little bit of higher rank, and that's why I wanted to explore whether there would be other options. And another thing, I wanted to explore whether there's a way to use Galakrond in a budget deck, because we all got all the Galakronds for free and it's such a shame to have that just lying around without use, so can it be done? Working with Shaman, given the current state of the class, I gave myself a little bit of leeway. I chose to include 2 copies of Dragon's Pack in the deck, because Dragon's Pack has been an essential piece of every successful Galakrond Shaman build after all the nerfs were done. So Dragon's Pack is kind of a card that you have to have, and then I also chose to include Explosive Evolution. And Explosive Evolution, okay, it looks like a common, but unfortunately it's not really a common. It is from the Galakrond's Awakening adventure. It's from the 2nd chapter of the adventure, so you have to spend 1400 gold to get there. But of course, the adventure has other cards for other meta decks, so maybe you already have the adventure, in which case this card has probably been just lying in your collection gathering dust, and now it's time to put it into good use. The main win condition of the deck is Galakrond. You want to invoke Galakrond, you want to become Galakrond as soon as possible, you want to get those 8/8 rush minions on the board and that 5/2 weapon, and you want to swing them and win the game. But the important secondary win condition is these evolve mechanics. There is Mutate in the deck, there's Explosive Evolution in the deck, and there are lots of good targets for those in the deck, because there's Mogul Flesh Shaper, there's Corrupt Elementalist, even Faceless Corruptor after it value trades can be great. Devoted Maniac. Mogul Flesh Shaper, for example. Mutate on that, it becomes a 10-drop. Explosive Evolution on that, and it becomes a 12-drop. And there are currently 2 12-drops in the game. There's the 8/8 Mountain Giant, and there's the 7/8 Taunt Grave Horror. So your Mogul Flesh Shaper can become really big, and there's 50% chance to get a Taunt minion out of it if you use Explosive Evolution on that one. And Explosive Evolution on the Corrupt Elementalist turns it into a 9-drop, so there's just a lot of power there, and some of that power can come fairly early in the game. But don't be too greedy with your Explosive Evolution and Mutate. In many of the faster matchups, you have to evolve 1-drops into 4-drops, you sometimes have to mutate 1-drops into 2-drops even. All sorts of things have to be done in order to maintain tempo and retain your board presence and have a chance to fight the game. Finally, in addition to the Galakrond synergies and these evolve effects, the deck contains a lot of lackeys. There's lackeys, all the lackey generators are there, and there's weaponized wasps as well for some potential damage to minions or even damage to face. So a combination of these lackey mechanics giving you a lot of tempo, a lot of cards to play, all these Galakrond synergy cards giving you a lot of rush minions, then ultimately Galakrond, and these evolve mechanics that can turn your smaller minions into surprisingly big minions, form the overall package of this deck. As for the mulligan with this deck, in general you just don't want to get snowballed out of the game early. Look for your Blazing Battle Mage, look for your Invocation of Frost. These can help you maintain early board control, contest the board right from the start of the game, so that you have a chance to get to your bigger cards. If you are facing something a little bit slow, then you can keep stuff like Evil Totem and Galakrond the Tempest. Evil Totem, great card if your opponent can't really answer it quickly, it gives you multiple lackeys, and those can just give you a lot of tempo in the early game. And then Galakrond the Tempest, I keep this whenever I dare. Even in a faster matchup, if I already have early game, I opt to keep Galakrond if I can. But keeping Galakrond alone if you don't have anything that goes in early, then that's really risky. But in slower matchups, even that is an option. Finally, if you expect a game where there's going to be a lot of minions on the board, or facing like a Zoo Warlock or a Mech Paladin, Mogul Flesh Shaper and Mutate. Excellent pair. Even if you have lost the board, you can get Mogul on the board. If it can value trade and then become a 10-drop, it can just give you such a huge swing that it might bring you back into a game. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a member or subscriber on YouTube and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at Budget Galakrond Shaman in action. Rogue is not on the coin, so I don't expect there to be a quick Edwin. I might have kept an urge if Rogue was on the coin. It's really expecting an Edwin or something. But now with the lineup going like this, then let's see what happens. We open with the Battle Mage. Rogue did keep all the cards, so there should be Backstab and Seal Fate and stuff available. Let's slurp a little. Okay, Faceless Lucky. We take that. Troubadour is a little not great of a 2-drop, so I think we'll mutate that into a 3-drop. While we're at it. But now the Rogue is able to Seal Fate my 3-drop, which is what I would expect given this keep, triple keep. Yep, and there was also a Backstab. I built a rather impressive board, but it was not quite impressive enough. Okay, we go in with this. At least some of the tools that can be used to make a great Edwin have now been spent. Praising Galakrond is a peculiar move. Lots of lackeys in hand. Now that Explosive Evolution on the other hand. Turn this into a 4-drop. Or I could use it later on this to turn it into a 9-drop. If I turn this into a 4-drop, is that going to win me the game? No, it is not. So what I need is the Shield of Galakrond here. And then I need to trade that away, so that he cannot use like a Faceless Corrupt. Well, Faceless Corruptor was already out of question after the shield came on. 4 lackeys in hand. That's a lot of lackeys. And some eviscerating and a damage lackey. And more ethereal lackeys. And a Shadow Step. At least there was no Edwin turn here, but next turn can be a Heist Baron turn. Potentially. I need to freeze that, and I need to freeze that. I still can't get rid of them all though, so Heist Baron can and will be played if it is in hand. Nothing is in hand that was kept though, they are fairly recent draws, so maybe there is no Heist Baron. Oh, that Darius. Nasty business that. This one won't, unfortunately this one won't live to be evolved, so maybe I needed to evolve the 4-drop after all. If I top deck Galakrond, I still have a game here. All I need is a top deck Galakrond, and the game is on. Okay. It's a little difficult from this position. Faceless Corruptor isn't bad. I can't evolve it into a... Can't evolve it now into an 8-drop though. I'll still need to use it. To take out the lackeys. But that's not all of the lackeys, right? I don't expect either of the facelesses to survive. Nah, another eviscerate. This one time a random eviscerate. Powerful. Can I get the Galakrond top deck, please? Then I can still do this. That's not it. Is there a draw that makes the explosive evolution good enough? I probably can't play for that. I think I need to just use the evolution here. And give that additional health and taunt. Probably need to do just this line here. If I can top deck Galakrond, I can still win this game. Unless they have their Galakrond first, of course. What about tournament draws cards? Too low tempo, unusable. I would use it if it was good. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. I just need to get everything out there that I can. There's no way this will be enough, of course. But I can still top deck Galakrond. But it probably isn't enough anymore. That's the problem. The 8/8s won't be enough because those faceless corruptors are not even probably even needed. Oh, that's an incredible high roll. And then there was the heist burn, of course, for free. Yeah. There's just some limits what you can do against playing against tier 1 decks with all the goodies when you have nothing. I got surprisingly close. If I had top deck Galakrond, if Galakrond was in my first 10 cards, I would have won this game. But now, of course, there are no outs remaining. But yeah, if Galakrond was in my top 10 cards, I would have actually won this tier 1 deck here, so it wasn't that bad. But in general, if you can make it to rank 2, you should be able to make it to legend if you play enough. Hot air balloon. I think I have to prevent that from snowballing, right? Yeah, I'm just a little bit afraid of it. I think I need to kill it. But this means this, on the other hand, makes my next turns pretty weak. Okay, some low tempo at least. But the mecha rule is still pretty solid. If I become overloaded, I need to become overloaded here. Ah, that's rush lucky. Really not what I want. I have to mutate this first and then try to rush it, right? Can the Flesh Shaper into 10 drop? First of all, can that happen? And can it even be good if it does happen? I think I have to mutate that. And then rush it in. I think this is what I need to do. I can't let the Paladin take the tempo. If for some reason the Lackey were to survive... No, I'm overloaded. So I still can't do anything next turn. Okay. Ouch, the Gloatron was painful. Probably no way for me to make it through here. Need to kill that one now. Now he has 3 discounted cards, so he can magnetize like a wall gear already here. Okay, well this was probably one of the best possible outcomes. Now, is Devoted Maniac better than the Flesh Shaper into Mutate? I could also mutate the Devoted Maniac into a 5-drop. But I guess the Flesh Shaper Mutate has got to be the strongest play available. Kill the Sky Claw. Turn that into an 10-drop. Please get a good 6-drop. Well, 2/7 isn't that great. 2 more discounted cards, but even if one of these is a war gear, they are also available already. Okay, but he has to kill the 6/6. And that probably means sacrificing the magnetized minion. Probably. Not always, but often. Well, now it doesn't. Now he can just trade away the small ones.
Reporting for duty.
So I can trade with this, of course. Then I could do Devoted Maniac, or I could do the Faceless Corruptor. I guess the Devoted Maniac is good enough, right? This one trades that. I'll do the Devoted Maniac for another pair of Rush minions, so that I can trade away all the mechs here. So there will be no mechs on the board. So even if he has something to magnetize, he cannot attack with it immediately. Next turn I have the Corrupt Elementalist into Hero Power Faceless, possibly. Okay, and I can kill the 5/5. I even have the Earthshock now, but I don't think I want to do the Earthshock yet. There can still be big magnetizations, right? I think just the regular Elementalist will be enough now. And that allows me to trade away the 5/5. Okay, and I still have an Earthshock left. And I have like Hero Power Faceless Corruptor available. Oh, that was tough though. That was really strong turn. Now I probably have to Earthshock this a little later. I need to do Wasp on the 4/1, I think. Maybe there's something to Zera. Wasp that. Hero Power. Leaves him with a mech on board. But now I have the Silence in hand. So I can turn that into a 5/4 regardless of the amount of magnetization that is being done on it.
Unity. Precision.
There's some magnetization, but now it turns into a 5/4. And then I can kill it. Like this, and then this goes face, and then I use the Faceless Corruptor, and then I can kill that, and I can push face with these. So I'm at 14, but now the Paladin lost Snip Snap and Ziliax to that one silence effect, and have reasonably good control of the board. Reasonably good. So do I just need to clear this up? I have the option to get Ysera out there. I think I want to clean up everything. Just clean it all up. Get the totem. Get the hero power. Healing is kind of nice, but I would also wish to push some damage. So I probably will sacrifice that lackey there. Get 4 to the face. Heal up the board. Paladin can set up 2 turn lethal if there's Leroy plus more. Okay, Paladin's out of resources for the time being, but I cannot clean all of this up. Deathwing. We kind of needed a taunt minion. So if I hit both of these into war gear, probably do need to do that. I don't think I can afford to leave a mech on the board. I can play the Usera. I can start getting more resources. Leroy, true silver champion. Are the way for me to die. I need to protect myself against those somehow. So this one trades there. And I'm going to Witchy Lucky it. I also need to trade that one away. But I can roll hero power, which can potentially give me a taunt minion. But it doesn't. Now I have 6 minions on the board. 14, 15, 16. There's already a lethal setup. But Faven will make it better. So that's now a full lethal setup, and Paladin cannot kill me with 1 card in a single turn. So you can never really be sure what you're going to be up against. But in general, yes, there are clear meta pockets. Various ranks. If I play the Slurper, I have to play the Lackey next turn. I think I don't play the Slurper. If the Rogue does nothing, I can play the Evil Totem. Because this is the one chance I have to potentially get more than 1 card from the Evil Totem. Otherwise it's guaranteed 1 card. Now it is 2 unless there's like a backstab in hand. I'm going to freeze that Rogue, by the way. I'm so going to freeze that Rogue. Do I want to play a Slot Slurper? Do I overload myself? I will have 3 mana next turn again. If I'm always playing Invocation of Frost this turn, there's no reason to play the Slurper. Well. 1 damage to an enemy character and freeze it. That could be useful. So could be the evolution. Let's take the evolution. And then I'm going to freeze that Rogue, so that he can't hit into the Evil Totem again. Let's try this approach. Thanks, Captain Matt, for the support. But yeah, right now, for example, Rogue is more popular the closer you get to Legend. So it's more important to play a deck that can challenge Rogue the closer you get there. And less important when you're further away. Now I can't freeze the Rogue. So it's a Highlander Rogue, probably because he plays Escape Mana Saber. This is not commonly used in other Rogue decks. Couldn't roll a taunt. He's going to destroy both of the Evil Totems. Yeah, he is. What can I do? At least I will have some lackeys. What I'm really trying to get here is that Mogu into evolution, but we'll see. Rogue has 5 mana. Nasty things can happen now.
I will act as your scale.
Oh, that was probably the least nasty thing possible. Cool. I'm fine with that. So I can't get the Mogu out there together with the evolution. But I can't kill this Mana Saber, right? I probably cannot.
Speak to me.
Nope, doesn't look like I can do that either. These two are going to kill that. But I want the Mogu with the Witchilaki. This one gets the Held and Taunt. Then I'll play the Mogu. Then these two trade into that one. Mogu hits into that one. And then I'll Witchilaki the Mogu. That goes face. And then we'll see what the Rogue is capable of. We get the Mana Saber down to 2 health. Does the Rogue have a tool to deal with my Deathwing now? He does. There's a nice sap. Good from a Highlander deck especially, because Highlander deck obviously does not generally have the consistency. But it's fine. This will be a Corrupt Elementalist next turn. Too bad I can't evolve it, but this is the way it has to go. I get the invokes for the dragons back. Need to kill these. Do I want to push one to the face? I'd leave. Do I want the 2-1 on the board or 1 to the face now? I want the 2-1 on the board. I think that's better. I don't expect these to survive though. Rogue with 7 cards should always be able to kill them. I need 1 more invoke for the Galakrond. I need the 8/8s. I'd really need the 8/8s. Ah, Zilliax is so good. Another Mogu, but I don't have the minions on the board to really benefit from that. Okay, I think I need to do some sludge slurping here. Do I want to play the Lackey? I might. Let's check out what spell I can pick up from that. Mutate is not bad. But neither is Haunting Visions. I'll take the Haunting Visions. I can play Haunting Visions immediately. I can Dragon's Back afterwards. This gives me a Hex. Or an Earthquake. Which one do I want? Against the Rogue. Maybe Gedwins are scary. Maybe I'll pick the Hex. And I'll play the Dragon's Back now. Let's try something like this. Rogue has 7 cards and 7 mana, so Rogue can do a lot of stuff. The upside is that there's been only 1 invoke card so far. That is obviously a good thing. Like if there's a Snip Snap on that Zilliax, then I can Hex it. That was kind of the thinking I had going there. 1 free card. What is that going to be? Still missing 1 invoke. There's Zephyrus in that deck. There's Dragon Queen Alexstrasza in that deck. Those can be awkward. I have seen the only sap. That's the invoke that I needed. Can't get the Flesh Shaper out there very well. Zephyrus is still a problem for me, of course. Still need to get that invoke going now. I don't want to play the Flesh Shaper here. But I guess I will play the Slurper. Do I want to evolve something? It's not an impossible idea. Should I hold on to the +2 health and taunting? Maybe. Evolving a 4-drop out of one of these. Might be necessary. Ah, such a bad one. Maybe I'll do it like this. That 4-drop with 2/2 stats was definitely not what I was looking for. And this rogue deck has Zephyrus and Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Oh, that's the AoE. Tough. They can probably deal with my minions now. Well, that's harsh. But what can you do? I still have to go in now. Trade the Kronks. With face. With the weapon. I mean, Rogue has 8 cards. There's no way Rogue can't deal with this. I have the Deathwing. That's an advantage. But it might not be enough. Ah, only lucky in hand, and of course it is a damage lucky. That was spectacular. And what I'm really afraid of though are Zephyrus and the Alexstrasza, because this is obviously a Highlander rogue.
Winds of the south, come to my aid.
Then that's 2 damage somehow. Something's going to deal 2. Nothing is going to deal 2. Okay. That's curious. Can't easily get rid of this lackey though. There can still be big Edwins. What if I face tank the Siamat? Maybe. Maybe I do face tank the Siamat.
Your scapegoat.
I kind of want to top deck a mutate or evolution for the Flesh Shaper. I think I will face tank the Siamat actually here. Clear out this board and push 8 to the face. We'll try this. Zephyrus and Dragon Queen Alexstrasza are available. There's a top deck Alexstrasza for you. No, it wasn't, it was drawn last turn. Okay. What does it give him? There's a Nostormo. Goes down to 3. And to hex that Nostormo to get some time here. So this one kills that one. This one kills that one. And then I'll mutate that into a 10-drop. And now there is a chance that I will die. It's 13 on board. I have 2 taunts up. I have seen the sap. I still have the Deathwing left. So if everything goes very wrong, I have the option to Deathwing the board.
How much is this worth to you?
I'm just going to evolve that. Hope it doesn't become a taunt.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
That's tough. The probability of it becoming a taunt was just over 10%. I'm obviously unhappy about that, because I had like 90% to win the game here. Pushing the rogue down to 1 is an option. Then I could win with what? Not sure yet. I think I need to push the rogue down to 1. So I had around 90% to win that game, right there. But sometimes you don't. That is the fickle nature of evolve effects. Now there's a chance that I will just die too. If I do not immediately die, I will probably play the Deathwing and hope the rogue cannot find an answer to that. Or alternatively, of course, if I can top deck something useful. We'll see. He knows I have a Deathwing in hand. He zapped it there. He zapped it there himself. So I don't really know what committing here achieves. Because, I mean, he zapped this to my hand. And now I play it. But then, does the rogue have an answer to that? And rogue might. 4 cards in hand, 5 cards in hand now, a couple of lackeys there. Can discover a dragon.
Your feeble magic
Big taunt dragon. I have only 6 damage. And I am playing this anyway. But it's not enough to push through that big taunt. Okay. So, can rogue clear all of this now? I have seen the Kronks, I have seen the Ciliacs, I've seen the Alexstrasza. There is the potential to get Zephyrus. But Zephyrus is... Otherwise, I needed to do this so that I can get multiple minions on the board. Rogue is at 1. So that I increase the chance that at least 1 goes through. If there is no Zephyrus top deck there. 9% chance for a Zephyrus top deck. Okay, we get another spell going. And the spell is... discovering a battle cry minion. But there's not enough mana for him to play a Deathwing, right? He spent 3 mana, so he is at 7. Deathwing from that would cost 8, so... I might keep 1 invocation, it's sometimes useful. But I need more powerful cards. Like Galakrond the Tempest. That would be pretty good. I've heard that it's a reasonably strong card. Alright, let's see what's going to happen in this game then. Does rogue want to spend a backstab or seal fate on that? He might seal fate that. No, seal fate face. Good rogue. There is Galakrond the Tempest. Now things are just getting interesting here. I'll freeze the rogue's face. This can also be used to counter Edwin. I think I need to hold it so that I can counter Edwin. I need to use the freeze now, because I want to be able to do Galakrond as quickly as possible.
This guy's toast.
Okay. He wants to do Galakrond things too. I don't blame him, Galakrond things are fun. Okay, we're looking at a turn 7 Galakrond here. 5 and 6 will both be invoked turns. Right. I could turn this into a 7-drop. That could be done this turn. He has invoked 3 times too. This can be, his Galakrond can come out soon as well. Or I can just get the Shield of Galakrond out there. I think I'll just do the Shield of Galakrond for now. Bump into that one. So that it's a little bit more vulnerable to this. Or to a Devoted Maniac next turn. He has 3 lackeys now. So that is quite a big upside for him. Oh, it's a big board. I need to do an invoke this turn, of course. I just have to do an invoke. But I can coin the Flesh Shaper too. Yeah, this is okay. I can coin the Flesh Shaper. So these 2 will kill that one. Well, the Flesh Shaper kills the Ziliax. And then I mutate it into a 10-drop. Now there is a lucky on board, so Togwaggle could be used. Top deck sap, the best kind of sap. Oh, Cold Blood. Very aggressive. Very, very aggressive. I still need to play the Galakrond, right? Do I need to kill all of these?
Speak to me.
Probably, yeah. But I can't face tank all of that. Hero power faceless is just isn't good enough. It has to be the Galakrond. Do I really put 5 damage into killing a lackey? Man, that hurts. But I need to play a fairly long game here, right? Because the rogue is still at 30. This is not a Highlander rogue, by the way. There were 2 backstabs. There is still 1 lackey in hand, so he can activate Heist Baron, but he can't play the secret in the treasure immediately. There can still be Leroy plays. Well, we got rid of some damage that was potentially going to my face, so I'm really happy about that. One lucky and 1 other card, okay. But Rogue can turn things around at any time. I could freeze his minion. Start pushing face. I can't get the Mogu out there with the Explosive Evolution. Not yet. I could also Explosive Evolution a Faceless. No, not yet, not yet. So it's just a freeze here. Faceless. Trade that one away. Push face. Put the rogue down to 17, and I have 16 on board. I don't have any taunts. If the rogue can pick up Galakrond, Heist Baron, there are definitely things that the rogue can do. There was the Heist Baron top deck. Can't be used this turn, but can be used next turn for potential lethal. Good top decks. Good top decks. These can become 8 drops. This becomes a Mountain Giant or a 7-8 taunt, right? So I think this is the one that I want to evolve. That's a Wondrous Wand, of course, so it can just completely blow me out of the game here. This one trades there. This one trades there. This one trades here. This one trades there. This one goes face, and then I use that on that one. But I try to get the 7-8 taunt. There's 50% chance for me to get a 7-8 taunt on the board. I've already seen an Eviscerate. I've already seen Seal Fate. No, Seal Fate cannot be used for almost anything anyway. 3 free cards though. My minions are at fairly low health. There's a chance to push a little bit more face damage, I guess. Okay, so his Galakrond is set. What else? What do you have? Oh, there was an Assassinate. Well, random generated Assassinate. And a Flick. Lots of good things for him then. So I want to kill these. I want to hit 8 to the face now. Corrupt Elementalist. I can't kill everything, right?
Double the power, double the storm.
I have only 11 damage. I could also push 11 to face. I need to kill the Flick. I think I need to do it like this, actually. Put him to 2. Four cards in hand. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.